Good afternoon, friends. We are in a first alert situation for the possibility of severe storms affecting a portion of our region as we get into the late day and even overnight hours. Temperatures continue to warm up. The atmosphere is gaining a little energy. We're destabilizing there. We have some mid to upper 80s in the western part of the area. From Amarillo off to the east, temperatures have been staying in the 70s so far. And looking out from one of our cameras there, our live shot from Hereford, mainly blue. See a couple of puffy little clouds going up every now and then. So far, we have not tracked any thunderstorms, but the makings are there. Notice the difference in moisture. This map, good and green in the eastern part of the area. Dew points way up in the 60s. That is a lot of water vapor there. But then when we get back to the west, starting there at Hereford, where we saw the live camera, back into New Mexico, dew points really dropping off, which shows a lot of dry air. The boundary is right up in here, say not too far from Highway 385. Picking it up here on Super Doppler at a little broken green line you can see is that boundary between the dry air and the humid air. So that's the dry line boundary. We think the storms will probably pop off to the east of that in a couple of rounds as we get into the evening hours. There is a slight risk of severe weather from about Amarillo off to the east. That's the yellow. Down in the southeast, the orange is an enhanced risk, which means the likelihood or the probability of severe weather goes up a little bit. That'll be later on tonight. If we take a look at the wind, looks like it's staying out of the south and then southwest where the drier air is coming in. That boundary, though, will be pushing off to the east. And it's off to the east there where we kind of colored it in red that we have a better chance of storms tonight. Here's a model run. Give us a rough idea of where some of the storms could develop and what time. If we get into the early evening, I think we might have a cluster of, say, a couple of isolated storms just to the north of Amarillo. Those could produce severe weather, but kind of brief, maybe 5 to 7 or 8 p.m. We're keeping a close watch on that. I think there's a better likelihood that storms fire down across the southeast late tonight. Let's say midnight, 1 a.m. We're looking at probably some heavier storms around Childress, Paducah, maybe Wellington. It's a first alert. We have your entire first alert team on this. We'll keep you posted.